Hey everybody, welcome to More Than Meets Guys. We're here doing Transformers UK number 43. And I'm here with
43.
Boo of the AxonUnderground.com. What was that?
Oh, I was just mimicking you. I was like 43.
43.
43.
You.
Howdy, everyone.
And this is Crisis of Command Part 2.
Yes.
It's a cool cover. The last one had Ravage, flying off towards us in the cover with all the Autobots firing after him. This has Bumblebee in the background with all the Decepticon guns pointing at him.
And you see the name at the bottom underneath. Well,
Ridgeway.
yeah, it's a Ridgeway cover. Love John Ridgway's
Yeah,
cover. So,
big fan of that Ridgeway art. Uh,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I had to go back and recently read some old Preacher comics. Just so good.
Yeah.
Was it Preacher? It was Hellblazer. Well,
Hellblazer, I
also,
think.
yeah, he did.
I
Did he
can't
do?
keep up.
Okay. Well, yeah, it was definitely Hellblazer though.
I know we mentioned, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
They,
definitely,
they,
definitely
well, they,
Hellblazer.
well, they worked on so many different things. It's like 2000 AD and everything
Vertigo
else.
is pretty heavy with that
Yeah,
film. So
Judge Dredd, all that good stuff. So
yeah, and there's Bumblebee on the cover. Oops.
yeah,
You can see all
with
the
everybody's guns pointed out. I mean, they give away the ending right here.
Yeah, they do. They do. And I was trying to think. There's like there's Rumble and Frenzy. There's I see Soundwave. I see all multiple Seekers,
Yeah.
and I don't know who that is on the far right, but
Fu-
yeah,
Oh, far that little one.
yeah.
That's Laserbeak, isn't
Oh,
it?
it's maybe a when Laserbeak's tips of
Who's
one of his
yeah?
swing.
You
Oh,
see
I see
part of
the
his
wing under
chest.
there. Anyways, yeah, that is Laserbeak. You're right.
Yeah,
I should have realized that.
but what this cover reminds me, in Army of Darkness when like all the skeletons punch Ash at once.
Kind of the
That's
same deal. He
yeah,
goes into the center. Yeah,
yeah. When he's doing all his Three Stooges stuff with them.
yeah. Oh man, so number 43, we have
Transformation.
transformation with robocavers at the bottom.
Well, they mention in the little blurb,
Hmm?
uh, they they call Bumblebee a popular mini Autobot, and it's like, man, you have no idea because like he is the mainstay. I think are there more Bumblebee toys than there are Optimus Prime by now?
It's tight.
Yeah,
It's real tight. They're the two most used, like most redone molds, just because Optimus Prime has some oddball kind of a side things. Like they had the Optimus Prime PS1. They'll have the Optimus Prime Autobot symbol soon.
yeah.
But
It's a shield,
yeah, that's what it is. Um,
shield.
it's a
They're
logo.
gonna reveal the shield.
They
But
so yeah, this is probably he's one of the most produced characters.
no, if you went back in 1986 when this issue
Yeah.
came out and told them that Bumblebee would have his own live action movie, no one would have believed you.
Like
No one.
what are you gonna put in there?
They would have beat you up and taken all your GoBots away on the playground. Just for mentioning that.
To be fair, I mean, I wouldn't have expected it either. And
Oh
really
no.
the most Transformers live action movie felt like that was the one. That was the most Transformers. Like it worked really
Oh
well.
yeah.
So, but yeah,
But
oh,
yeah, so it's amazing. Like, oh yeah, he's a popular one. It's like you have no clue. And the fact that they lost him for the 90s, like the last like what 2/3 of the 90s, or I say the last half of the 90s,
hmm.
like Bumblebee was gone. It was like the first half of the 2000s also. There was a good decade where there was no Bumblebee in Transformers at all.
Which is weird to me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you
Well,
got
they lost the trademark.
yeah. What did they? I didn't realize
Yeah.
that. So I'm trying to think. I mean, they had it in G2.
That was it. And then all through Beast Wars, Beast Machines, Armada,
Huh.
uh Energon, Robots in Disguise, Cybertron, there was no Bumblebee. You didn't see Bumblebee again until animated.
Huh.
But there was a Bumblebee toy uh in Classics. Classics came out.
That's
And
right.
that's when Bumblebee returned.
Is it the
But
classics? The one with the he's pulling the jet ski behind him?
yeah, he's pulling the jet
Yeah,
ski.
I've got that one somewhere. It's a good toy.
Yeah. But I think it was because DC had their character Bumblebee and had toys of her out,
I
and
can see that.
she was featured prominently in Teen Titans.
Yeah.
And I think it's not coincidental that around the same time that the people who were running the Teen Titans cartoon and all that did Transformers animated, like they cut a deal with them, like, hey, can we have
Well,
Bumblebee back and we'll let you do our cartoon for 3 years?
hey, it worked. It was a
Yeah.
great cartoon.
Oh, it was a great cartoon. And, and that's, I think, the first time we saw a Transformers series done by someone who grew up as a fan.
Yes, I
Yeah.
definitely. Was that
It
Archer?
was,
No,
no, it was Derek Wyatt.
Derek Wyatt. That's right.
Yeah.
I was thinking the Angry Archer. Sorry. Yes, Derek Wyatt.
Yeah. Yeah. Aaron Archer was in charge of the brand at the time.
And that's
But
why they had the Angry Archer because it was people did not really no
yeah,
care.
and Eric Siebenaler is coming back.
Yes, I
Yes.
sent you that thing the other night. I thought like
Yeah.
he
Well, I've seen it posted in a lot of
well
places.
no, after I showed you obviously I showed you first. No, I don't
Yeah.
know. The and he was pretty big on it was is it animated?
Yeah, animated. He worked very closely. I talked to him at BotCon about this,
Okay.
and he worked very closely with Wyatt on the designs. Like they would bounce them back and forth between, okay, will this work as a toy? Will this work in the show? Because they're trying to get it as close to possible to have the
Mhm.
toy and the show, like the most show accurate toys they could get. And they would bounce ideas and sketches back and forth between each other, he told me.
Yeah, it
So,
worked.
yeah, and I mean, that's probably the closest we ever got to, as the show was being made, to have show accurate toys in
I mean,
Transformers.
I was shocked when I picked up Bulkhead. I was shocked that they got him working as top heavy as the figure is on the show.
Oh yeah, the little legs and all.
It worked so well. I've got mine
I
somewhere.
yeah, I've got mine in one of my boxes over here. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's still got the headmaster. You plug him in, and
it's crazy how well he worked.
yeah,
But yeah, so yeah, so that's all good news. And back to the issue here though.
yeah, the issue at hand.
The
And
issue.
speaking of hands, we have big hands in the
Oh God,
RoboCapers.
yes, you do. Like, I sorry, it took me a second. Like, where are you seeing that, dude?
Yeah, so the guy, the Zeponian had a robot with these giant red glove hands, and another Zeponian's making fun of, it's stupid looking robot. You build these all out of proportion,
Yeah,
and
but it's
no,
not
there's
much
not.
use.
Hands that size.
And globs a giant snowball at him.
Yeah, huge snowball, bigger than the Zeponian, and the owner of the robot says, "Well, he is in this weather."
Yeah.
And we have a very interesting onomatopoeia: splorb,
S- yeah,
spl,
splorfy,
splop, splop,
plop, splode. That's the
splob.
exclamation point. Splof.
Yeah,
There's a little
splop.
at the end.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen that onomatopoeia. I think
The
Lou Stringer has introduced us to a new onomatopoeia here.
I'm sure we'll see it everywhere after this.
Right.
And so
That's the sound Combat Colin makes in the latrine.
uh no.
Ah,
So yes, Machine Man is over, and we have Iron Man, Knight of the Octopus,
yes. Where he's
which
fighting Dr. Octopus and the art and that looks really good.
it's really good actually.
We need to take an aside and cover that as well.
Yeah, it was. I mean, honestly, the art in the later run of Machine Man was good too. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
the art in that Iron Man looks fantastic. I want to. I forgot to look at who did the art for it because I was just reading this, trying to get through it. So they also give a little aside about who Iron Man is in this comic on the side. Iron Man identification break. So he go over Anthony Stark, Arno Stark. They try to give you the explanation of who this is.
Yeah, they mentioned Rhodey in there.
Yes. So they give you a little brief aside, who the character in this Iron Man is, which is Anthony Tony.
They even dive into his drinking problem in this little write up.
Yeah, they didn't get crazy into it, but yeah, because they talk about it a bit, but they don't go crazy into it.
Yeah.
And then they were talking about he said Rhodey, yeah, while Stark recovered from chronic drinking problem. By the year 2020, the events between these years are not known. The armor, again modified, have passed to Arno. So this is, current day 86, that time frame.
Yeah.
But anyways, and of course we'll have sound waves at the end because we gotta have
Gotta
Furman yelling at all the kids.
right. That's I always look forward to sound waves.
Yeah. So yeah, we're back to having Jeff Sr. doing the art in the book, which looks great. Looks
Man, this is
fantastic.
like I think the best Bumblebee's ever looked
It really
in the
is.
Marvel comic.
And the coloring on him almost looks sort of airbrushed because you have the
The
variant of
reflective
that.
windshield and
Yeah. It looks like someone took a really nice airbrush to the coloring. And obviously it's not that, but it looks really
well, and that's
nice.
Gina Hart it says doing the colors here too. So,
Well, Gina Hart does the colors on like a lot of these UK books. That makes a lot of
yeah, a
sense.
lot of the really good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. He's driving away from this volcano. By the way, the sun in this is huge.
Yeah.
It's like it must be sunrise or something. It is a
It's
giant sun.
it almost looks like a big eyeball
It
watching
kind of
him.
it kind of
It's
does because the way
us.
the
That's us.
streaks
We're
all around the
watching.
eye are.
Yeah.
And he's driving away, bouncing across the desert. He's like, it's hopeless. I failed. Um,
And it's also doing the vroom.
yeah, there you go. Voo room.
I can hear that because that sound those
Oh,
Beatles would
Beatles? Oh
make.
yeah.
Yeah. Like
On the
a
run.
souped up lawnmower. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. So he's chasing after Ravage, as we find out really quickly. And he's upset 'cause he's lost him.
Yeah.
Can't find him.
In a flat desert. He lost
Well, yeah,
everything is like tan and he lost the black cat in the tan
I know. But he's kind of behind
desert.
Ravage, so he's trying to catch up to him and find him. But he does something kind of cool here. He transforms, uses his infrared vision, picks up heat trails in the desert, by the way.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah, well
see,
he pulled this from because you know how they're borrowing from the Sunbow show.
yeah,
This is what Gears did in More Than Meets the Eye, I believe part two. Yeah. When they first found Ravage when he got away
that's
and they captured
true.
him in the net. Yeah, so
That's
we're
true.
still borrowing a little from that.
And Ravage runs like a jaguar or panther or something. You see actually if you look at any house cat running, the thing where they
Yeah.
run and their legs come together and apart. He's doing the whole
Yeah.
thing together like he's getting ready to kick off again from his back legs.
Hind
Really,
feet are almost up to his chin.
yeah, really nice capture of motion for a cat.
Yeah, just put a camera up at 3 a.m. when you're trying to sleep. You'll see the cat doing this.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Um, but we get back, we're a little flashback into what's happened, why he's out here. Um,
And wow, Jeff Sr. is diving deep into the Sunbow character models.
oh, 100%. He's doing a great job of this too, man. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. So Bumblebee is
Uh,
coming to tell Optimus Prime that Ravage has escaped.
he looks like he's kind of doing the Thriller dance. So when he's
Kind of
first coming in,
does. Da, 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 da. Um, the This is when Prowl's yelling at Optimus Prime about doing an all-out strike. We got to do this now. And where Prime has his head in his hand, he's trying to, he's trying to figure out what to do next. And Prowl's
Prowl
thinking
is
he's
like
like,
channeling Grima Wormtongue here.
oh, he is. But the thing
It's
is,
like,
Optimus is like, I need a second to think about this. He's like, no, don't think, just do. Come on, do it, do it, do it.
yeah,
And the art in this is really good.
yeah,
Um,
just the reflections on all the metal and everything, and the way it's all
oh,
blended in.
yeah,
Like, yeah, Gina Hart really did a great
she,
job on
yeah,
all
she went
these
all out on
metal.
this. And so Bumblebee's trying to come and tell him that, hey, don't be, parting the children, Optimus, but Ravage's escape. Then Prowl's yelling at Optimus Prime. He's like, nah, he's probably there's got too much going on. I can't trouble Optimus with this. I've got to go do it myself.
Well, yeah, well, Prowl barks an order, and well, he tells Optimus order Hound and Mirage after the Decepticon, you know, and
Yeah,
Optimus is like he escaped, oh no, and then Bumblebee walks off and decides to do it himself.
that's what it
So
is.
yeah, well, so Bumblebee technically, I guess, didn't get an order.
Yeah.
Prowl was telling Optimus to order, and Optimus didn't make the order. But I guess it was assumed that he should just like carry on what Prowl said.
Yeah, it's like, look, Optimus has been under a lot of stress. I'll just do this. I'll take care of Ravage. I'll find him myself. And Bumblebee's trying to do what he can to help Optimus because he knows Optimus is having a hard time. So here we
Yeah.
are.
Oh,
Bad
and James
decision.
Hill wrote this one, by the
Okay,
way.
yeah, bad decision off of a good intention.
Yeah.
And
Which, I mean, you would think that Bumblebee versus Ravage wouldn't be too bad.
I mean, sure, but
And
still.
Ravage is disarmed at this time, too. Remember, his missiles are out.
Oh, I thought he should just shot one of the missiles. I guess he did shot both of them.
Yeah, he shot both of them
Okay,
earlier, and that's when he ran off.
I know he
So,
shot the one at least.
yeah.
And he's like Bumblebee's like, if I catch Ravage, they'll be really impressed. Optimus will be really proud of me, and so I'll do this. I'll make a name for myself here. I'll make them all happy.
Well, he's gonna show him that maybe because he's on the opposing side to Prowl,
Mm.
and they don't want these ultimate Autobots built. So he's gonna show him that a little old Autobot like me is still good at this. So
Yeah,
he won't need to
Prowl's
make those.
violent suggestions. I see that.
Yeah, and Mirage and Hound earlier were on Prowl's side.
Yeah. So
So we're playing politics here.
100% that's what this is.
Yeah, he didn't want Prowl's side to get the credit because he's afraid it would influence Optimus. Because he's seeing Optimus right now seems very easily influenced by Prowl.
Yeah. Um.
And even Prowl,
Even
Optimus is wondering because he says, "Am I too easily falling under Prowl's influence?"
yeah. And that's when Hound and Mirage show up. He's like, Hound and Mirage, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be guarding the prisoner. Well,
Or no,
or searching
searching.
for him. Yeah. He's like, well, he's not in a security cell. Are you sure? What?
None of these guys knows what's going on in the arc.
Yeah. Look,
And Ravage escaped, and it was like kind of a big deal earlier,
it was.
last issue.
It was,
And
and like this is like Elton's like, yeah, I sent Bumblebee to go tell you guys. Well, he didn't come tell us, and they realized like Mirage is like he must have gone after him himself, and he looks like, oh God, he's gonna die.
and I want to say Optimus's face here. This is like straight out of Sunbow. I've never seen a more Sunbow Optimus.
Yeah, and there's that last panel of the page 6. Optimus has red eyes for a second
Oh
because
yeah, so
Mirage.
does Mirage. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
um,
it's well,
the plate. Who
well
knows?
that and their blue faces. It's not a plate problem. I think it's to make it stand out.
That could be. That could be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Optimus like he'll never be able to attract such stealth. He's yeah, Ravage wanted to be followed. He know like Optimus is like this makes so much sense. This wasn't an accident.
Well, and I'm just imagining like Hound and Mirage who completely missed the whole Ravage breakout, all the commotion and everything. What? He's not in this cell. I'm thinking like Cheech and Chong, like walking over, hey man, what's this about Ravage? Still in a cell, right, man?
Kind of reminds me of the two guys flying the ship at the in Heavy Metal. Hey
Yeah, oh totally.
guys.
They got too much Nyborg.
We're doing some Nyborg back in our quarters. What happened to Ravage? Yeah, man, he got out. Oh, that's a bummer,
What?
man. Um, but yeah, the whole time Optimus is realizing what happened. Like, oh yeah, he wanted to be caught. He wanted us to follow him, and he's probably leading Bumblebee right into a trap right now.
Yeah.
And that's Optimus
Because
like
they
freaking
keep
out.
underestimating Ravage when they know they shouldn't underestimate Ravage.
No, how could you underestimate Ravage at this point? That kills me because
Oh, and
he's. Hmm?
I would like to point out also that, and should have mentioned this last time, but all the contention between Soundwave and Starscream about
Yeah,
using Ravage for this mission, that is a mirror of what we were getting before in Skybound.
yeah,
Every
actually,
time Soundwave would like say, "Hey, we need to get Ravage repaired," and Starscream's like, "No, he's like the weakest one of us. Why would we even bother with him?" It's like, dude, he's the most skilled out of everybody.
he is. I mean, of all
Yeah,
the Decepticons we've seen in the comics so far, Ravage is probably the best one. I mean, besides obviously Shockwave just being so strong, but of skill level, definitely Ravage.
I'm having trouble thinking many times that Ravage actually failed at his mission. Usually, it's Ravage succeeds, it gets past to the Seekers, it fails.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so obviously Bumblebee comes right into the Box Canyon trap. And there is a like a large size, and I understand they're not supposed to be tiny like in the Sunbelt show, but they kind of are. A full size Rumble and Frenzy there. They're as tall.
Yeah,
They're like a head shorter than Soundwave is.
yeah.
You got Buzzsaw in the background, Laserbeak on Soundwave's shoulder, Ravage in the foreground. They've got Thundercracker and Skywarp to the left.
You got everyone from the 84 set except for Megatron.
Starscream's not there at the moment.
Oh, and
He's
Starscream,
there.
yeah.
He's there, but he's not there. That
Yeah.
scene.
He's not in the shot. So yeah,
Yeah.
missing Starscream.
Yep. So yeah, that's when Bumblebee takes off and and Soundwave's like, Laserbeak, go get him. Or
Sick 'em.
deal with him rather. Sick him.
And man, yeah, Laserbeak is pulling an MVP here too. He's like got all these like heat-seeking missiles after him, like a whole volley of them.
Once again, you're right. Laserbeak just lays into to Bumblebee, and Bumblebee's on the ground, his arm like behind him. He's like, ugh. And Skywarp goes over there, and Skywarp is looking very all black. There's like black, a little gray on it. It's like no purple really that I see. But Skywarp reaches down, and he's like, we had this trap all set with Soundwave, and the only one to fall into this trap was the weakest Autobot. And then, basically we were wasting our fuel reserves, on this whole trap. And that's when Bumblebee gets up and runs off.
Well, Skywarp found an opportunity to roast somebody,
Yeah, he did.
and he's like, "Man, look at you! You're just a piece of garbage. You're not even worth killing."
Yeah.
He's just like gotta rub salt into the wound, you know?
The thing is, Bumblebee kind of fights back and gives him a little trouble. Not really a lot of trouble. He gives Skywarp a little trouble. And Soundwave comes over like, dude, I didn't think it was going to take you that much to deal with Bumblebee. Really? He kind of
Oh,
gives Skywarp trouble for that.
well, yeah, but Skywarp like he hits Skywarp, and Skywarp gets mad.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you
You
dare
dare?
touch me? Yeah. And he like beats him down. I mean, he's
Yeah,
going like full Biff Tannen here.
he is. He really is. You can eat dirt.
Yeah. Tearing his face
Oh,
down the dirt. He's being a bully,
he is.
which,
All resistance
that,
is futile.
yeah, that's Skywarp, you know,
Yep. And
cruel pranks and bullying. And then we got the whole, uh, there's a few album covers. Like, isn't there like an NWA cover like this? You're looking up and they're all looking down.
yeah, there is actually.
Yeah. I think Gore like did a parody of it too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you even got Ravage like laughing at him. It looks like,
Yep. There's Frenzy, there's Rumble, there's Skywarp, the Soundwave, and Ravage. Yeah, all looking down
yeah,
at him. But he does what he does best. He transforms and tries to get out of there. He hauls butt in his little
yeah,
VW bug self across the desert, and he runs into the missing seeker, Starscream.
yeah. The guy who wasn't there but was really there.
Going somewhere? And
And I think that's right out of the Transport to Oblivion.
I think so. Yeah.
Well, it's when he like pops his head out of a little hole at that
Yes.
one part
Yes,
and
it
starts like,
is.
"Oh, we going somewhere."
It's 100% that. Um, so they're looking around for Bumblebee, hoping he's not gone. And he's like, You're certain he's nowhere to be found." And then we must assume that
Okay, they're still messing around. They couldn't follow the tire tracks out of the
I
arc.
know, I know. And Jazz is like, I couldn't find him anywhere, and we got to assume the worst. And even like Gears over there, like saying, "Hey, we in Gears is so Sunbow, the
Yeah,
big flat head, instead of a round head." Um, Hey, look, it's just saying like we can't find him. The arc sensors aren't even picking up, but they picked up a distress call, like a signal. It kind of was what it sounds like.
yeah.
And if it's Bumblebee, it's airborne. So
Yeah.
we gotta, it's getting closer all the time. Basically, what happens is they all run outside the arc, and Laserbeak drops them a little gift.
It's yeah, Bumblebee's arm. He's been disarmed,
Yep.
to borrow a joke from Silverbolt.
Yep.
And speaking of Silverbolt, the other Silverbolt, okay, they do the thing like, oh, there's an Autobot distress call, but it's airborne.
Hmm.
That is like an opposite statement that they had when, oh, we're getting like Decepticon signals. Oh, the Seekers? No, it's at ground level
Yep.
from the Key to Vector Sigma Part 2.
Yep.
So, and I believe that came out before this was made, but this
Oh
was
yeah.
written a few months ahead. You know how they write them a few months before they
Yeah.
publish, but they were right around the same time. They kind of did the opposite jokes.
Yeah, but all the Autobots assume that it's actually a bomb falling from Laserbeak, and
Oh
they're like,
yeah,
and Optimus Prime is like, they all look down, and Optimus Prime says, "No, no bang, no bomb," and that's when they look down to see the arm.
yeah, because they're afraid it might have been a time bomb. Because
Yeah. There's that's supposed to be a blue streak there. They there's not a huge color palette on all these bots. And I know a lot of the UK books can be like that. They can you have a lot of, you know, they can miss some of the colors, but the colors are usually done really
that's
well.
Prowl. He's just colored like blue
Is
streaks.
it?
Because look, he's got the police badge on
Oh, he
his
does.
door.
I see the doors. Maybe it's supposed to be in the shade. I don't know.
I, they are not immune to errors in coloring, just like Sunbow.
Yeah, I
In fact,
guess.
it's kind of harder to fix it on here because once you color that page,
Yeah,
it's colored.
maybe someone thought it was Blue Streak, and you know, when they realized the detailing was actually supposed to be Prowl. Who
Yeah,
knows?
she's like, "Oops."
Yeah, the next issue is primed for action,
Yeah.
so I'm sure that's going to go well.
Now we get to the real star of the comic.
Sound waves. The the first letter is a could you tell him please tell me where Mount St. Hilary can be found? It's the name of the Autobots name that they're given for the Autobots base in Wrath of the Guardian story. We'd like basically not like to know where it is. Carbon-based units called the Cascades range of the mountains, which stretches from northern Oregon through Washington, parallel to America's west coast. Mount St. Hilary itself is in the Oregon section, Mount St. Helens. Um,
Yeah.
so
Well,
yeah,
Helen's is in Washington, so this is the
it's
fictitious
supposed to
one.
be yeah, it's supposed to be made after Mount St. Helens, but I know Mount St.
Right.
Hilary's in Oregon.
Yeah.
Um,
So
so
yeah,
yeah,
they kind of that's how they made their
I think
I
they
guess
were
their fictional one.
I think they kind of made Mount St. Hilary essentially Mount Hood, which is right
Oh,
outside of you can see from Portland.
yeah. It's kind of a amalgam because they guess they didn't want to use the name of a mountain that
Yeah.
killed a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, considering Mount St. Helens isn't really there as a mountain anymore, it's like a half a mountain.
Well, if you look the way they did the early versions of this, where they show the arc inside the mountain and then it
Yeah.
explodes, and then you have some of the arc exposed, it's not far off from the way Mount St. Helens looked because the whole side of the mountain was gone.
Um, so there's a question here about I think some of the confusion between the TV show and the comics
Yeah.
from what is that Elaine Chaffee or Yane? I don't know. Anyways, from Bristol. He's
Yeah.
trying to figure out like so could you tell me what ITV you're doing with the Dinobots and TV? Because had it where Ratchet and Wheeljack created, but I thought they were created millions of years ago. And and there's a Dinobots times four. Whereabouts were revealed in the story beginning in issue 47. A story, I might add, that is redeemed only by the presence of yours truly. As I've mentioned on other letters pages, the TV series is meant to be enjoyed but not taken too seriously. Their stories are fiction based on fact. So,
So yeah, I think it's funny that technically, if you're believing this is a sound wave from the stories here,
uh-huh.
then the TV show exists within their universe. Sunbow exists as a fictional account within the comic universe.
Yeah, well, and I feel like that approach is taken and some G.I. Joe as well.
Well, and you know what's funny?
What's
If
that?
that's the case, there's only one person who knows enough about the Autobots and the Decepticons to not only fund this in the comics, but get the story kind of mostly right. That's GB Blackrock. So GB Blackrock is in charge of the Sunbow show in uh the comic universe. That's my assertion.
Yep.
Because
Um,
they already told him all the stories about Cybertron and all that. They didn't give like details, but they gave him the rough overview.
mhm.
And he's the type of guy that want to you know uh get the message out that there's two sets that are bad and good and blah blah blah. And of course the government wouldn't pay any attention to the cartoon he made.
Fair
It's
enough.
like I'm thinking like Ted Turner when he was making Captain Planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So
it. Yep.
yeah,
That,
so we got that. And yeah. Oh, and
that works.
Soundwave decides that Darren Caldwell's favorite toy must be Soundwave.
A totally unbiased judge has considered his verdict carefully and decided after hours of evaluation that your favorite toy should be Soundwave.
And
There's
it's not a bad decision because they are still making that figure
yeah,
today, and it's still selling. Like, try to get you a Soundwave out of the original mold, even though they've changed the buttons and stuff.
yeah.
It's still hard to grab him when he's on the shelf. That toy still sells. It outlasted the medium he turns into.
Oh God, yes. Actually, the
Yeah,
medium's actually becoming popular again.
yeah, it's coming back. But I mean, for a long time, the only relic of it was Soundwave. That
Yeah.
was the regular appearance. Oh, and he made a dig at the Dinobots with this
Oh, times yeah. What? Let me see.
times
Uh,
four.
times four. Yes, yes, he did.
So that's a joke about Swoop being dead.
Oh, ha ha
Yeah,
ha! Wow,
Soundwave's got mean jokes.
that's funny. I didn't catch that.
Yeah,
There's a picture done by Darren Matheson of one-armed Optimus Prime, 'cause the other arm's on the ground.
yeah,
There's it was the caption: "A touching and sensitive picture of Optimus Prime" by Darren Matheson of New Neaton. Yeah,
yeah. And Soundwave just loves that picture.
yeah, he does. Let's see. So there's two letters. The they only has one response. The guy first one is Alistair and Mikey Craggs. I'm a fan of Decepticons. Autobots are piles of scrap metal as far as I'm concerned. My brother Mikey disagrees with me. He's an Autobot fan. We would like to know if Jetfire is an Autobot or Decepticon. We have seen him on TV and in TV advert as an Autobot, but your comic he has been a Decepticon. And then the next one is Dear Soundwave, my brother is an Autobot lover, has an entire collection of mini Autobots except Wind Charger and Gears. That is, I myself have you, and I don't like it when my brother decides to beat you up with his Autobots. Neither do you, I suppose. Could you please suggest something? And as I am a renowned Autobot hater, you're
Just
yours
frantically.
frantically, Matthew White. And he's like, this is what I like to see. Families divided in the Decepticon cause. Loyal sympathizers united to further the conquest of all Autobot toys. Take heart if the struggle seems long and hard. In the end, the Decepticons will prevail. Jetfire will be featured in issues coming very soon in stories that will clarify which side he is on. But I have a sneaking suspicion it will be a case of Jetfire. It will be a case of Jetfire. Oh, okay. Two.
Okay, it's a pun.
Case of Jetfire.
A lot of people don't get that. But
I don't.
there's a pun called a you can have a case of backfire.
Oh,
Like
okay.
when a plan backfires, it's called,
Yeah,
oh, he
yeah.
had a case of backfire. So he
Got
made a case of Jetfire because the whole idea that Jetfire was meant to be like a powerful Decepticon warrior and he becomes an Autobot. So
makes sense.
it's irony.
And there's the your choice letter here, the Nicholas Hull of Alston. Best cover, issue number 35, which I don't remember which one it is right now, but best story, Decepticon Dam Busters. Best fact file, Snarl. Best cartoon strip, Robo Capers. Really, dude? Best calendar, Prowl. Best issue number 31 from Nicholas Hull. Really, Robo Capers, man? Well, I
Robo
mean, you
Capers.
have Machine Man and you have Matt the Cat, so I mean, really, it's kind of okay. I'll give you that.
Issue 35 has Soundwave building the Constructicon brain module on it
Oh,
with
okay.
Optimus' head in the background.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You mean Shockwave?
Oh, what'd I say?
You said Soundwave.
Oh, yeah, Shockwave.
I think you did.
I meant Shockwave.
I figured as much. And then you have
Yeah.
the stock exchange. Wanted Jazz with weapons, swap Ironhide with weapons. Not a bad swap. Yeah. So there's another one. Either Hoist Inferno or Trailbreaker. For a ramjet with all weapons. Still not bad trade. And then
Yeah.
this last one wanted Snarl in good condition, swap Ramjet in good condition.
Yeah, so we got two guys trying to unload their ramjets on somebody. There's not a lot of
Yeah.
secret love in the stock exchange.
Well, it's
And I'm
not.
trying to figure, I mean, I like my Dinobots. And I mean, I guess Inferno's okay and Trailbreaker. Hoist is all right. I
Yeah.
wouldn't trade a ramjet for a hoist.
I mean, I like Hoist, but yeah, no.
Yeah. And I mean, I always like Ramjet's big dummy missiles that he has on his.
He's big dummy
Uh,
missile for a big dummy. Yes.
yeah, and that's one thing with the new versions. I was like, man, they should have gave him the big old missiles. He looks weird without those big ones. So he's got the
Yeah,
regular seeker guns.
yeah, it doesn't look right. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not Ramjet with those. You can probably get them third party or maybe like
Oh, I'm sure.
3D printed or whatever. It
But
just
I
doesn't
mean,
look right.
they're saving on everything else about that mold. Give them the
Yeah,
good missiles.
you're just recoloring the mold and you're giving slightly different wings. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't
And
really matter too much with like Dirge, and it doesn't matter because Dirge didn't have firing missiles. He had like
he had
the gun
skinny
things.
guns. Yeah.
Yeah, and then but
Thrust had
thrust
regular.
regular seeker missiles.
That
So
you
the
could
only one that's
lose.
really going to be the bad one out here is going to be Ramjet.
Yeah.
It should have just made them like some kind of exclusive, you or maybe like I said, I'm sure 3D printed Ramjet missiles are out there.
They need to do like they did with that one with the Centurion pack or whatever,
Oh yeah,
where they had all the missing weapons and stuff.
oh yeah,
Yeah, they need to do set like that to give us all the replacement set. Official. Make it
yeah,
that stuff will sell. People
yeah,
buy it for a lot more online. Look at it. It's
yep.
worth it. But one thing I thought was really interesting on the stock exchange, I've noticed more and more, is people are commenting on completion and condition.
Hmm.
Okay. And this shows you how far back these are going. And I mean, the next step would be to start giving condition numbers,
C
like they did in like,
C5,
yes,
C9.
yeah, like they did in the early internet, like at Ricky Smith's. Was it Star Wars collectibles
Star
back
Wars
then?
Collectibles was originally called. Then he
Before
called
it
it
was
Old
the
Time
old
Twister.
time. Yeah. See, when I bought from it, it was Star Wars collectible. I can't believe I still even remember that because
Yeah,
I just bought from that one time.
I spent many a day there building store credit, so build most of the old collection.
Yeah.
If I knew then what I know now, I would have gotten some really cool rarer pieces that I just thought were kind of silly. Like someone brought in like pretty much all of the Action Masters at one point, vehicles and everything. I remember that's when I first saw the instructor and all his pieces and all that, and it's all kinds of cool stuff. That's where I ended up getting Clinch and Pyro.
Yeah. And well, it's funny, a lot of the ones that people just turn their noses up at back then, Action Masters
Oh
and
yeah.
like Pretender Monsters and stuff, those things are like some of the most sought after now because nobody bought them, but where did they go? Where did they still produced them?
Yeah, I think the
Uh,
thing is, a lot of people just they didn't care about it. And wanted to collect all the original figures, and now they've gotten the original figures. They got that out of the system, and like, oh hey, there's these things that I've kind of gotten softer about them.
mhm.
I think people are like, oh, these aren't real Transformers, but they kind of like it wasn't even the Blockies thing. This is happening before that. Action Masters started picking up popularity at one point, so
Yeah.
where
Well, and they had unique characters that you could only get as Action Masters, like Croc and Bonsai-tron and Gut Cruncher and
do you
all those
remember
guys.
how much Omega Scream went for like earlier? You can
Oh
find,
yeah,
I feel like you can find them a little easier nowadays for some reason. Maybe because the internet's so much,
we're
it
more
made,
connected,
yeah. I see
but
Omega Scream coming along. It was like, what's this Omega Scream that we found out there were Action Masters that actually kind of half transformed?
yeah, the European ones.
Yeah. There's like three or
Eh,
four of them, right? There was a
yeah,
Scorponok one,
yeah, that was Double Punch.
Double Punch, that's right. Then you had Omega Scream, because
Yeah,
obviously Supreme. Was that like a Was that a misprint? They just went with it, or I
yeah,
forgot.
it was a translation issue. Like it went from English to Japanese and back to
That
English.
would make sense.
Yeah,
And there were a couple others I think that were like
yeah, because they're
not.
Action Master Elites, is what
Yes,
they're called. I'm trying to remember who the other two were.
I think they were unique characters than the other two.
Yeah, I don't think they're anybody. And that's the weird thing about like Double Punch
Hmm.
is he was basically modeled after Black Zarek,
Yep. The
but
the head should tell you
Europe
that.
had no idea who that character was,
Yeah.
and Double Punch was never released in the Japanese market where they would have known who Black Zarek was.
Yeah. There's all. I mean, that may be why Action Masters picked up in popularity because they weren't put out there in Japan.
Yeah, so it's Windmill and Turbo Master were the
Yeah.
other
So Turbo
two,
Master, that's right.
which Turbo Master I guess kind of looks like Bruticus, they say.
It does a bit. I mean, the Windmill, was that what it was?
Windmill. Yeah.
Windmill. Oh, is he like a helicopter or something?
Yeah, he's a helicopter.
Yeah.
He
So
looks he looks like he'd be a rescue bot toy now.
I would love to see someone redo those. I think it'd be kind of neat to have like I'm sure it's not really feasible. Maybe a third party could do like how they've loyal subjects have done mask toys
Yeah.
because I don't see Hasbro going back and redoing Action Masters anytime soon.
Well, they've been doing them, but they've been giving them mode. This is what they should have used the
Yeah.
red line for.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh,
But
100%.
I'm looking at Turbo Master, and yeah, he looks like a brightly colored, like purple and magenta uh Bruticus.
Okay.
He's
So
even got like the double cannons on the back and everything.
okay. I don't think I've looked at him that much. I always
Here,
Mega Scream and Double Punch are the ones I always see, so that would be
I'll let
why.
you take a look at him.
Then they no, thank you. That's so sweet of you.
Oh, it's one of the many things the
Oh
services
yeah,
I
yeah.
offer.
The head definitely puts that to bed.
Yeah, and look at the chest plate and all that.
Oh
It's just
yeah,
he doesn't have Brawl and Swindle's legs. That's like the only
that's
big
it.
difference.
Yeah, I
Because he
mean
even got like the little rotors, kind of like vortexes on there, but it's on
exactly.
both arms.
Yeah,
Blame it
that's
on the
exactly.
nucleon.
That's exactly what that is.
Yeah.
Um.
But yeah, I
Oh.
mean, but those toys, were sought after because they were European exclusives. And I
Hmm.
remember first hearing about that when I first got on the Oakland site.
Wow.
That's when I learned about those guys. And like that crazy colored Thundercracker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The
But even like your regular action, it's like Blaster and Grimlock and stuff
hmm.
like that. Uh, yeah, it's like no, you couldn't give them away
Oh
in
God,
like
no.
90, and then like I would say it was probably about 10 years later, then everybody started realizing, oh man, those guys are hard to find. So I wonder if a lot of them ended up like in the desert, like with the ET cartridges.
Well, that would be your first time having Megatron as a tank.
Yeah. Well, he drove a tank.
I mean, yes, Optimus Prime drove a 18 wheeler also.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
essentially
He
Megatron
didn't
was
drive a gun. He drove a tank.
no, exactly, he drove a tank. He did
A
drive a
neutro
can
fusion tank.
in the Megatron colors with except with bright green. And then, well, not that long after he was a big bright green tank in the Snake
G2.
Eyes comics.
Yeah. Well, and in between those, he became like a tank spaceship thing when it became like Super and Ultra Megatron.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, sorry, kids. It hadn't been a gun in, oh gosh, probably what, 30 years, 35 years?
No. Try 40 years. Because when he
Yeah,
turned into
that's
Galvatron,
true.
that was
That's
it.
true. That's it. He
And that
wasn't
was
brought
this
back.
year.
I mean, they had you'd have like the Japanese would put out exclusive like Goodbye Megatron and Goodbye
Well, there's
or
always
like
reissues,
yeah.
but
But yeah,
those,
he hasn't officially in the show or the comics been a gun in probably 40 years. You're right.
well, he's been gunning the comics and stuff.
I guess. Did he do a lot as gun mode in comics at that point though?
Dude, he wrecked that Cobra base in the beginning of G2 as a
Oh,
gun.
you're right. You're 100% right. Okay, yes.
Yeah. Then they
So,
shot him with the rail gun. He's like, "Ow, I want that." And that's when he
yeah.
got, uh, was it Sydney's Biggles Jones
Yeah,
to
Biggles Jones,
rebuild
yep.
him? Yeah, traded a bunch of junk to Cobra in exchange for a rebuilt body.
Yep. Here, I got this junk laying around. Cobra's like, oh, that's cool stuff. Yeah, we'll rebuild your body. Like,
Yeah.
really?
He's
I
like, I
found
sold him
stuff
a
like
bunch of garbage. Haha.
Cobra's like, holy cow. Yeah, yeah, that's a good exchange. We'll do that for you.
I can't
Yeah.
wait till we get to G2 because there's no holds barred on it. That was Furman doing his Furman thing and killing as many people as he could. Like
Oh,
Fortress Maximus diving headlong into like the antimatter chamber in the Ark.
oh my God. Yeah, the old wild fur combination was rough.
Yeah,
God, I remember that. There was a thing that Wildman and Furman started, a wildfur.net or something.
yeah.
I don't know if it's still going on. I haven't looked in years, obviously, but they're doing a thing where they're doing like their own kind of like universe stories.
Hmm.
Yeah. Anyways,
But
that's
yeah, I love those. And we're getting more and more into that. We've got some big stories coming up. And oh, next issue is Optimus has got to come alone
yep.
Say Bumblebee.
Yeah, Optimus Prime is grabbing Prowl's shoulder. No,
Yeah.
Prowl, I must do this alone.
Yeah.
Are you
So,
robot enough for it? So yeah, and you know, then of course, creepy kid that comes in your nightmares.
I was like, creepy kid's waving his gun around out of his truck.
Megatron, still a tank. Oh, still a gun, still a gun, no
Still,
tank.
yeah. That kid's online right now complaining about tank Megatrons.
I was
I
on
was
the
like,
bad page for years. He's a gun, not a tank. And
yeah.
Optimus is a truck, not a monkey. Yeah, so we've heard this before. So guys, just whatever.
I love them all.
Hey, it's funny. Like with the job I work now, I keep waiting for the opportunity to have my own office. I've been kind of waiting for an office opening for an office. So I want my own office so I can take, like my desk spots in there and put them around, and make myself feel more at home, like my office here at home. I can't wait for that day to come. So I'll be like that little kid
Take
showing
your
his
extras
office.
there because something always happens to toys that you take to the office or decorations on your desk.
Oh yeah, I'm not taking anything valuable.
Oh,
No.
no, no. I'm saying just, yeah. Don't even take ones that aren't valuable that are the only ones you have. Buy you some extras for that. Because I've seen a lot of horror stories about, oh, the quote unquote, the cleaning person threw away all my toys that I left on the desk. Like they didn't get thrown away. Those were gifted to a nephew.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
gonna happen. I mean, that's and nothing else. I got blockies for that.
Well, and Larry Hama kept a Jetfire on his desk.
Did the cleaning crew get that?
Oh, I don't think anybody touched anything on Hama's desk. He seems like the territorial type.
Yeah, he's definitely something, all right.
He's a biter. You reach for that Jetfire. Actually, I heard he was kind of like he was protective of it. But that's pretty cool. The guy that's writing G.I. Joe, like that's the Transformer that he liked. He's like, that's a cool one. I want that one.
Well, yeah, it's
And
it's Robotech.
and I have to wonder, did he go out and buy that Jetfire, or was that in like how Hasbro would show up like at Budiansky's desk and just dump a bunch of toys on his desk, and Han was like, "I'm taking that one." That's how I like to imagine it went.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's a big jet, yeah, metal. Yeah, I'm taking that one. That one goes on my desk.
That was mine. Oh
Oh,
man.
good times.
Yeah. Oh, hey, look. The Rev Ruin sent me a sketch he did of Jazz, which looks fantastic.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was like right while we're doing the recording here. But yeah,
Breaking news. It's just in.
he said came across his old drawing. I thought of you. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. But
Yeah. Haven't
anyways,
seen much of him lately. I'm glad
he's
to hear
been
he's back
working on a
around.
project for a while.
Oh, busy.
He's been doing um yeah, he's been knee deep in a project for a while. He's getting near completion. But
Well,
anyways, y'all.
we miss all of our commenters.
Yeah,
If
right.
you disappear for a while, we miss you.
We miss you. Come
We
back to
miss
us.
you.
Anyways, y'all. Well,
There's no
Jamie came back
escape,
with the UK comics, so good to see you, buddy.
right?
But I'm gonna let this in. So you want me to take it out for us?
But bye.
Bye. Thanks. See you later. Jesus. More Than Meets These Guys, a Transformers podcast, is performed by Evan Johns, Boo of the AxelonUnderground.com, and Ed Strickland. Research is done by Evan Johns, Boo of the AxelonUnderground.com, and Ed Strickland. Special thanks to Hasbro, Marvel, Skybound, and the occasional extra property which we will name at whatever time is appropriate for that episode. And without all of you, this is really not even possible. So thanks for being here, and thanks for checking us out every week. Goodbye.